media, not the way that Emma and our other CVM students have and Emma demonstrated to you today. There's a lot of special skills that are needed. So in spite of that, Elfman accepted the job and hired collaborators who knew about music editing, orchestration, score preparation, conducting, and all the other special skills that are part of film composing. The team effort that he led was successful, and he went on to score Tim Burton's all of his other films and many, many others, including the first Batman, which in 1989 continues to influence composers to this day. It all started with Elfman knowing his boundaries and getting the help he needed to get the job done. So know yourself. Know what you're good at. Know what you can do well and what you can't. Learn new skills as you go along and bring collaborators in to help you. Continue to explore your own individual artistic voice and bring that into professional projects whenever possible. Soon these two creative threads will become interwoven and come together to form a fulfilling and successful career path for you. Number 2, keep your promises. This is a big one. Show up on time, deliver when you say you will, and pay people on time. No one in this business wants to hear excuses. Quite frankly, they don't listen to excuses. If you give someone an excuse for missing a deadline, missing a downbeat at the studio, failing to perform as promised, that's probably the last time you'll speak to that person. When you accept a commitment, you absolutely must deliver. You cannot fall down on the job. Here we try to instill these qualities in our students, but invariably there are times when an instructor, an academic advisor, an administrator like me may give you a pass. This is college, we are here to teach you. So sometimes we smooth the pathway for you in order to give you the education that you came here for. But make no mistake, this is a rare case outside these doors. All-nighter bloodbaths are part of the business. And be prepared to dig deep and show up. Some years ago, I was asked to write a string arrangement for a pop EDM song that was featured on the Sex and the City soundtrack. The producer was under the gun, so everybody was under the gun. I got the call on a Friday night, and the session was Sunday at 1 p.m. I needed to write it and mock it up for the producer for approval by Saturday afternoon, make changes, and then get it on paper for the session. It was a super rush. So when I got to the studio with a score and parts that had all the notes on them, but no articulations, no dynamics, nothing else, I knew that the musicians would take one look at the music, shake their heads in disappointment, and we wouldn't get the performance we needed. I knew that I needed an ally. I called the concertmaster aside and explained that the parts looked empty, but that I would make everything clear to the musicians from the podium, and that I needed his support. He gave it to me. He talked with the players, got them to feel comfortable. We completed the session on time, and the producer liked it so much that he used the strings on their own for the first couple bars in the final mix to launch the song. So say yes, get the help you need, and deliver the goods on time. Number 3, treat people fairly. This boils down to the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Treat people the way you want to be treated. As you make your way, you will work with people at all levels of the business. Some will be your bosses, some will be your colleagues, some will be your employees. Treat bosses with the respect that their authority deserves. Be honest with them about your abilities. Don't say that you can do something if you can't. And your commitment to the project, be honest about that. Think ahead of the curve, find problems and solve them before they do. You want them to call you on the next project and the next one after that. If problems do arise, own your part of it and be willing to work hard to fix them. When disagreements come up, artistic or otherwise, yes, state your case with conviction and stand up for what you think, but be willing to compromise. You can make demands when you're the boss. Some of the people you work with will be your colleagues, people you work hand in hand with. Develop good partnership practices with them. Work together and share the credit together. Some of the people you work with will be your assistants and your employees. The time will come, perhaps sooner than you think, that you will be the boss on a project. Those of you who do recitals here, you're the boss on that project. You have to organize the rehearsals, you have to bring the band together, you have to tell them what to do. So you've had some experience already. Don't assume, give clear and concise directions. Don't assume that people working for you already know what you need. Direct them clearly and with confidence. Give them confidence by putting your trust in them and complimenting the work that they do well. Pay them fairly and pay them on time. In doing so, you will build a team that you trust and can call upon again and again. There is a reason why Steven Spielberg works with John Williams over and over again. They have an artistic kinship that is built on mutual respect and trust. And it's not just artistic, it's the relationship that they developed in their working practices too. Go the extra mile for yourself and for the people you work for, those you work with, and those who work for you. As an example, I'd like to tell you about a contractor I hired some years ago to assemble an orchestra for a 3-hour session. He had come highly recommended by a colleague of mine who is a very established film composer. The contractor gave me a quote and we agreed on the price. The session took place on a Sunday afternoon and it went very, very well. After it was over, an issue arose that the players should be paid more than the agreed upon amount because the session was on the weekend. I spoke with the contractor who told me not to worry. He had guaranteed the rate and would solve the problem. I paid him the agreed upon amount and I know that the contractor absorbed the loss. He had made an agreement with his client, with me, and stood by it, even if it meant a loss on his end. Do you think I called him again? You better believe I did. I appreciated that more than you can say. There's a reason why my colleague recommended him. He had a solid reputation for delivering the best musicians on time and at a reliable rate. He built that reputation on honest business practices and professional integrity. As you make your way from this day forward, do so with integrity. Be honest with yourself and with others. Know yourself, keep your promises, and treat people fairly. In closing, I'd like to leave you with some of the best advice I've ever heard from a successful musician. It's a little off our topic, but memorable and above all, very useful. The musician was Geddy Lee, the lead singer and songwriter of the progressive rock band Rush. He was being interviewed for a magazine some years back. At the close of the article, the journalist asked him if he had any advice for aspiring musicians. And Lee said, "Always bring your wallet on stage with you." Words to live by, believe me. With that, I'd like to just congratulate you all. Good luck to you. We'll be looking forward to seeing what you do in the future. I praise you for this great accomplishment. Now it's my honor to welcome some performers on stage. Alexis Castillo and Mel Johnson.
Hello. So thank you all so much for coming to celebrate with us today. Mel and I are roommates with my best friend. The song we're going to sing today is Canyon Moon by Harry Styles, but it's our own arrangement. So I hope you guys all enjoy.
I'm still struggling with mics from my last senior recital.
Never ending. the ceiling. 2 weeks and I'll be home, carrying the feeling through Paris or through Rome. And I'm still thinking back to time under the canyon moon. Quick pause in conversation. She plays songs I've never heard, and old lovers hippie music pretends not to know the words. And I keep thinking back to a time under the canyon moon. I'll be gone too long from you. I'm going
Thank you, Alexis and Mel. Now I'd like to bring up our academic advisors, Michael Crisanto and Gabriela Teran, to introduce and recognize our student tutors. Michael and Gabby.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Before introducing you to our exemplary student tutors, we wanted to mention that all of our tutors go through an extensive hiring process. These student tutors in particular have an outstanding GPA, and we would like to personally congratulate them on their work ethic and their willingness to help others.
Each tutor will receive a signed certificate recognizing their valuable contribution to LACM. I would like to ask our following tutors to stand. Javier Martinez, Caleb Gonzalez, Alexis Castillo, Faith Sosa, Enrique Milakowski, thank you for all your hard work over the past 4 years. And now it's time for me to ask Tom back to the stage. Thank you.
Alexis, can you come up, please?
My favorite part of the ceremony is always to hear the valedictorian speech. And Alexis Castile is our valedictorian. Welcome, Alexis.
Hi, everyone. So how are you doing today? Happy? can't believe we finally made it here to this moment. Now, if you guys know me, this would not be an Alexis speech without kicking it off with some cringy music jokes. So here we go. Without music, life would be flat. I know. I'm a natural at this. Thank you guys. So I'm Alexis Castile, and I'm so honored to be your guys' valedictorian. It's a lot of work that went into this from each and every one of us. Be so proud of yourselves for getting to this moment. From the day that I stepped into this building, I knew that this is where I wanted to foster my love for music and that I belonged here. And that's something I've never felt anywhere else. What I didn't know is that I would build connections and friendships that would last my entire life. I'm so grateful for LACM to giving that opportunity to me and to all of us. Beyond the sheer amount of talent in this room, each of these graduates are some of the most compassionate, authentic, and boisterous people I've ever met. Our class was not one to blend into the background. From the moment that Nell showed us what hip-hop really was in the courtyard orientation day, to some of us being 5 minutes late to class because we were too involved in a game of ping pong. We should bring that table back, yes. We were never short of laughter. Thursday, March 19th, 2020, all of us experienced a major shift in our lives. In 2018, if you would have told me that I would spend over half of my college education online, I would have told you you're absolutely insane. I'm not doing that. I was here to be in person. But nonetheless, this became our reality. We adjusted to a new routine of having to ask people to unmute or mute themselves, teaching our teachers how to share their screens, and consistently getting booted off of Zoom during the middle of one of our most important tests because of spotty Wi-Fi. On the bright side, our commute time went from a traffic-filled 30 minutes or more to a 3-second drowsy walk from the bed to the computer screen. Just throw on a top and go, right? All jokes aside, we had to adjust. No, we had to pioneer new ways to continue creating music, collaborating with our fellow students, and expanding as people throughout an entire pandemic. The world hit pause on our lives during the time that we were meant to be as musicians, networking and performing live, and as young adults experimenting and experiencing. On top of having the normal college stresses, we now had the added pressure of protecting our health and the health of our loved ones. We were forced to reimagine our short-term plans. We were forced to reimagine the paths we would take to achieve our dreams and future successes. But we rolled with the punches that life threw at us. And the words of our forefather, Drake, we started from the bottom, now we're here. We are the next generation of songwriters, composers, vocalists, artists, producers. We are the generation of change, not only in the music industry, but in the way we treat other humans, and the way we treat our world, Mother Earth. This is the moment to be proud of yourselves, because not everyone we started with made it to this moment. Despite all the trials and tribulations, the endless amounts of late nights, the uncertainty of these past 2 years, you stuck with it. My most sincere congratulations to each and every single one of you. Now I would like to take this time to thank all of the LACM staff for your generosity of time, for sharing all of your knowledge with us, for your nurturing ways, and above all else for believing in us. Even when we doubted ourselves, you were right there to reignite the passion to continue striving towards our dreams. On behalf of my class, I would like to extend the most sincere thank you. Now, to our family and friends, you've accepted us, you've laughed with us, you've cried with us, and now you're here to celebrate with us. We would not be here without you. So, most sincere gratitude to you as well. Class of 2022, we have already overcome so many obstacles leading up to this point. Life is always going to be full of challenges. It is inevitable. But choosing to let that defeat us is optional. Walk boldly in life. Do not fear making mistakes. Let adversity be a stepping stone. Continue to explore, and above all else, remain authentic to yourself and your craft. The world will be better because of it. I would like to leave you with these words from Walt Disney. Laughter is timeless, imagination has no age, and dreams are forever. Thank you.
All right, Alexis Castile. So, Alexis, I believe you're performing, right? So, can I have Mel come up here? Oh, it's a big emotional thing to do a speech like that. That was terrific. That was terrific. Thank you very much. So, welcome back Mel Johnson to stage to perform her original tune as fast as I can. Mel on guitar and vocals, Alex Castile on background vocals, and Sean Harris on background vocals.
Walking around in these heels, I'm getting scared. Did you miss us? It's kind of crazy to be performing at graduation. I started here as like a summer experience student, and now I'm working here in the admissions department, so it's kind of come full circle. This is an original song. I performed it in my student showcase, and it's got a very special place in my heart. When we whoever turned in like videos to try and perform or whatever, they said, happy and encouraging. This is not that, my song. But I think it has the right message for today. I think it has the right message. It's a song about life. It's a song about growing, and my beautiful friends are going to help me out, and I really hope you guys enjoy this. Woo.
Thank you, Mel. That was really terrific. Okay, can I bring the next band? Can Anthony and his band come up on stage? So this is Anthony. His stage name is Tony Blair. And joining him will be Benton Roswell on drums, Balthazar Montoya on bass, and Kennedy Ray, vocals, performing I Wanna Feel.
Hello, how's it going, guys? Hope you guys are having a really good time here. So I'm gonna play an original song that is called I Wanna Feel. But before we get into that, let me introduce you these amazing, talented people here. We have Ben P on drums. We have Maddie on keyboards. We have Lucas on bass. So actually, funny thing, I'm from Peru and Lucas is from Peru too, but we met here in LA. Isn't that crazy? Yes. And this amazing singer, songwriter, violin player, piano player, guitar player, Kennedy Ray.
this night is gonna be so crazy, and I have to give, so please don't blame me for all the things that I want to feel. I want to feel. Used to have this love in our heads, and now we spend our days and nights alone. You remember everything we planned, to be together and travel around the world. But I wanna say that I want you back, even if I have to send you the moon. I wanna dance like the other night. Will you hear me one more time? I want you, baby, to be with me. Let's dance together, 'cause this night is gonna be so crazy, and I have to give, so please don't blame me for all the things that I wanna feel. I wanna feel. Oh, yeah. So I know all the things I did to you, and I know that you really want the truth. So let me love you. Let me love you. So let me love you. Give it up for Johnny. So I want you, baby, to be with me. Let's dance together, 'cause this night is gonna be so crazy, and I have to give, so please don't blame me for all the things that I wanna feel. So I wanna feel.
All right, Tony Blair, thank you. Thank you. Okay, we have come to the part of the ceremony that we're all here for. We're all here for, so let's get them to sit down. So, department heads and faculty, can I invite you to come on stage? You can come up from stage right. Stand behind me. And first row of graduates, can you please stand and proceed? Just line yourselves up here. Okay, second row, thank you. we go. Let's start on crossing the stage.
Check one.
Oh.
Hello.
Got the mic.
Okay. So we'd like to start by acknowledging some of our graduates who are attending virtually. Santiago Romero, AA in music industry in music business. Nina Alexandria, AA in music performance in vocals. Armando Gomuccio, Bachelor in Music Production and Recording. And finally, Daniel Wilson, Bachelor of Music in Music Performance, Guitar. Faith Sosa. Excuse me, and Faith studied a bachelor in music industry in music business. Eli Newman, bachelor in music composition in songwriting. Mel Johnson, bachelor in music composition songwriting. Johan Mevs, bachelor in music production and recording. Alicia Aristi, bachelor in music performance vocals. Nel Aron Nario, bachelor in performance vocals. Alexis Castillo, bachelor in music performance vocals. Luis Morales, associate in music production, composing to visual media. Jason Swanson, bachelor in music production and recording. Kelvin Noel Kate, bachelor in music production and recording. Odin Cheesebro Rodriguez, bachelor in music production and recording. Luana Papayas, bachelor in music composition, songwriting. Rowan Blackwood, bachelor in music composition and in songwriting. Alyssa Call, bachelor in music industry, music business. Drew Clem, bachelor in music composition, songwriting. Emma Belgard, bachelor in music production, composing for visual media. Antonia Espinoza, associate in music production and recording. Hilary Calito, associates in music composition, songwriting. Garrett Dow, bachelor in music production and recording, magna cum laude. Josue Diaz, bachelor in music production and recording. Teek Long Wong, bachelor in music performance, guitar. Hunter Richkind, bachelor in music performance, brass and woodwinds. Caleb Gonzalez, bachelor in music performance, bass. Lily Arakelian, Diploma in Music Production and Recording. Xian Jian, Bachelor in Music Performance, Brass and Woodwinds. Ram Jiang, Bachelor in Composition Songwriting. Luis Sanchez Navarro, Bachelor in Music Production and Recording, magna cum laude. Javier Martinez Cruces, Bachelor in Music Production and Recording, magna cum laude.
Thank you, department heads and faculty. You may be seated. You can come this way. Okay, look at that. We're going to get under an hour. That's always good, right? Last thing we want to be here is for 2 hours. All right. It's the big finish now, guys. Now looking back at the many hours of rehearsals, performances, studio, and academic focus, it's easy to understand how your passion for your practice has driven you to grow as artists. This is just the beginning of many achievements. I hope you remember this day and keep LACM in your thoughts. You'll leave our halls, pursue your passions, land jobs. We congratulate all of you for what you've accomplished here. It's no small feat. So graduates, please stand. Now it's time to officially recognize your change of status by moving those tassels from the right to the left, okay? You ready? Here we go. Right to left. You're good. Congratulations, class for 2022. You guys did it. You guys did it. There we go. All right, and that concludes our ceremony. But I'd like to, before we leave, I'd like to acknowledge our student services and tech teams, along with the many students and staff and volunteers for all their hard work. Very special thanks to Aaron Workman and Iris Alba for all planning and organization to make this day a success. Congratulations, graduates.